Hello, everyone, and welcome to the brand new Plymouth Argyle Road to Series Career Mode. This right here is Dylan James. Real quick, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. Just a couple of disclaimers real quick. I am re-recording the intro. I realized when I was editing the video, it was a lot of talking on my part. And as a guy who watches a lot of YouTube content, I hate that. Even though this is episode 1 and I'm trying to explain a couple things, I'm trying to give you guys a shorter episode so that way you guys don't lose interest. And then disclaimer number 2, there's going to be a couple players that you see in this team who switch positions magically. It's not because I just switched them. It's because, like I said, I'm re-recording and the new update came and I didn't realize that until now. That's going to go happen. However, let's go ahead and meet the team. So Plymouth Argyle rocks a 5-3-2, 5 in the back, 3 in the midfield, 2 up top. There's really only 2 people in the starting 11 that I could see lasting the entire career mode. That's Jebcock and Cooper, our goalkeeper, and here's why. Michael Cooper is 20 years young. He's 61 overall. He has solid potential. I'm hoping that dynamic potential could take him further on. The same thing goes for our young striker in Luke Jebcock, 20 years young from Wales, 61 overall. Right around the same potential as Cooper, and I'm hoping with dynamic potential he can just increase. Now let's actually go and meet the rest of the team. So as a backup, we have Luke McCormick, 36 years old, 60 overall. He is going to stay as the backup goalkeeper just in case if Michael Cooper does go down. As McCormick's backup is Jack Rudy, a guy that I'm going to loan out. Hopefully he can grow on his loan, come back and be a solid backup. At 36 with Luke, I already know that he's going to decrease like crazy. But until he does, he's number 2. Rudy's number 3 and should be loaned out. As our left wing back options, we have George Cooper, 23 years young, has okay potential, if to be completely honest with you. He might stay around, he might not. A guy that could maybe grow with the team, but again, maybe dynamic potential will help him out. It depends on how much he grows in season 1. We have Jerome Opoku, who is our starting center back right now. A guy that's on loan. I probably won't sign him back, to be completely honest with you, unless he has a magical season for me, which I might do so. But for right now, he's currently on loan, looking to use him as much as possible. And then we have Ryan Law, a young 20-year-old, 50 overall. If we're going to be completely honest, I do not see him playing that much. Because of that, I'm going to go ahead and loan him out. Anyone who's under the age of 20, I'm just going to go ahead and loan them out so that way their potential doesn't really hurt that much. Also, on the flip side, anyone over the age of 30, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of just because they're going to decrease like crazy, especially in League One. They're not going to be playing that much, and value-wise, they're not going to have that much value, so I'd rather capitalize as much as possible. At center back, we have 5 center backs. That's it. If you count Opoku, that's 6. When you rock 3 center backs, it's kind of going to make the depth a little bit less. I'm pretty sure Gary Sawyer is actually a left wing back on the other side, but he's 34, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him. I know that. We have Will Amison, 26, Kellen Watts, 20, who can also play center mid and center back, a guy that I will be loaning out. Niall Canavan, 29, and Scott Wooten, 28. As you can tell, as our center backs, we have a lot of players that are old. Only one under the age of 25. And then 2 that are loaned in Kellen Watts and Opoku. So we really only have about 3 good center backs. That's going to be a position that I try to target as much as possible in this upcoming in this upcoming year. At the right wing back spot, we have Joe Edwards, 29. Again, he might grow a little bit next season with dynamic potential, but he's probably going to be a guy I replace. And then Jarvis Cleo, 18 years young. I will probably try to loan list him out. Can play center mid, which is a huge help because I do like players that can play multiple positions, but he's a guy that I'll probably get rid of. Loan out, I should say. Frank Newblay on our save. He's actually a striker / left midfielder, so ignore that left mid icon. A guy that I have starting right now, but we'll see how that goes. And the center mid spots, we have a good chunk of center midfielders, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I feel like in this save there might be one extra center midfielder that they might have brought in from like a youth academy type thing. If we go through it, Connor Grant, 25, a guy that could be valuable for us. Tyrese Forna, he is currently starting in the starting lineup as a lone player. The reason why I have him starting in the lineup is because when I find a better center midfielder, or sorry, a youth academy center midfielder that has good potential. I'm going to go ahead and chuck him into the starting lineup so we can actually get some growth out of our youth academy. Danny Mayer, I should say, 29 years old. Again, won't be growing that much. Probably will be getting rid of him sooner rather than later. Kamara, a guy that I will be loaning out. He has solid potential, and I just would rather him loan out right now, reach his potential, come back, and be an absolute beast in Season 2 for us. Ben Reeves, a 28-year-old center mid, again, another older player. Adam Randall, 19, will be loaning him out. And then Lewis McLeod, 26, one of our younger center mid options, which he might not actually be on. One of these center mids I'm pretty sure is not on the team. Because it doesn't seem right. But anyway, let's hit strikers real quick. Our man, Luke Jepcott. Not going to go too much into him. He does have horrible skill moves and weak foot, but hopefully we can work on that. Byron Moore, who's a striker / right wing back, 31 again. You guys can probably guess I'm going to get rid of him via transfer market. Ryan Hardy from Blackpool. He is a loan player that I want to use him as a reserve loan player. Then we have Dom Telfoy, a guy who has some potential, who I'm looking to bring in as an option for the third string. And then Kaladi Lolos, a young striker that we have that I will be loaning. And we're going to go ahead and go into the youth staff. So real quick, about the youth academy, I want to make this career mode hard, as I've said. And because of that, before I go and click on this, I want to put some rules. I am going to be releasing everyone in the youth academy unless they are from Northern Europe. So they have to be either from England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or Republic of Ireland. These are the countries that I'm going to be focusing heavily on in the scouting network to begin with. I'm not going to go over here to the rest of Northern Europe or even up here to Iceland. I'm going to focus heavily close to home. We're a League One side. The last thing a League One side is going to do is be going. They might be going up here, maybe, but I want to stay close to home, make this a little bit harder on myself. So any player that's not from that, I'm going to release. However, I'm going to keep one player from that list. So if there's about 5 people in here and only one of them, and no Englishmen or anything like that, I'm going to go and get rid of this. So let's go ahead and look. Looks like our best player is this Saudi Arabia guy, Ayaz Al-Farin, 15 years young, center mid who can also play CDM, very nice. 67 to 93 potential. Very nice overall round. He might be the guy I keep, except for Clark down there. We'll see what Clark is. Jaquan, not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm going to go ahead and release him. Joshua Hartman, a cam, who can also play center forward. Unfortunately, we don't have a cam in the starting lineup, so I'm going to go ahead and release him. Interesting. Thomas Clary, though, look at that. He's from Northern Ireland, so I can actually keep him. Center attacking mid with center mid. Interesting. Very nice pace. Dribbling's okay. I'm going to probably make him into a center mid. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. 68 weeks to become a center mid. Or I can turn him into a... Why? Because of his passing? Well, for right now, we're going to work on his passing then, so that way he can become a center midfielder later on down the line. Also, is going to work on his weak foot, so that's going to be very nice. And then Shane Clark from Scotland. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, so we actually get to keep 3 people in this first youth academy. Shane Clark can play CDM. Very nice pace. Very okay all around. He plays center defensive mid. Can I turn him into a center midfielder? 2 weeks, so boom. Shane Clark can become a center midfielder. He might become a potential guy down the road. 72 to 94 potential, very nice. Very good recruits so far. Sorry, scouts so far. And real quick, I'm actually going to make this career mode a little bit harder, I'm going to go and only hire 2 scouts. Ruben Knowles is going to be 1 scout. He's a 1-star skiller. I'm going to go ahead and set that up. And I'm actually going to set him up in Scotland. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 months in Scotland. And I'm actually going to rotate him around Scotland, Wales, Republic of Ireland, and Northern Ireland. Most likely Northern Ireland next season. But definitely we're going to focus on Scotland, Wales, Republic. Actually, we might get Northern Ireland this season. But I'm going to go ahead and start in Scotland. We're going to do 3 months. And I'm going to look for any type. Any type for him. However, for our second scout, I've decided that I'm going to go for a 3-star 3-star scout, 3-star experience, 3-star judgment for it. I want to make this career mode hard, and I know I've already said that multiple times, but I want to make sure that this career mode is something exciting for you, the viewers at home. I want to make it challenging. The last thing I want to do is go hire 3 really good scouts, and then within a matter of the first transfer window, I have 12 new starting 11 players, all 80 plus potential. That's going to reach that potential by season 3. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to make this career mode challenging for myself, so it's something exciting for you guys. I want to find a 3-star scout. I don't have one yet, so because of that, I'm not going to buy anyone. All that. I'm going to go ahead real quick and make a transfer list. All right, everyone, here's the transfer hub that I was talking about a couple seconds ago. As you can tell, it's majority Americans. And with the Youth Academy, another twist I want to give myself is I want to only send a scout to a country if I have 3 or more players. And I'm talking about my main scout, the 3-star scout that I'm going to buy. America's a country that I want to scout in hard in season 2. They've always been very kind to me in FIFA. I've always been able to find 1 or 2 really good players, either being a striker or a center back, to come in and just dominate the team. And because of that, I want to try to bring in as many Americans as I possibly can. I have put up 5. Here's the tricky thing, though. All of them except for 1 is willing to join. Cameron Dunbar has recently just joined the club. Tanner Tessman has recently just joined the club. Charlie Kelman recently just joined the club. Bryce Duke, they're not willing to sell him, but I can buy him for his 900,000 release clause, which isn't really that bad. He's a solid backup center midfielder. He's not going to come in and start right away, but he should be good. Jesus Ferreira, if you use this guy, you know how much of a beast he is in career mode. He just grows and grows and grows. A guy that really can play striker, center mid, and cam. And I'm the type of FIFA player that loves to have players that can play multiple positions. And then Christian Ferreira, a guy that I recently just found. He looks very nice all around, even though it's not showing it. But whenever I get his scouting network, I'll show you guys. However, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some training sessions. And in the meantime, I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, everyone, on the eve of our first preseason game, I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and sim this 3 games. Nothing really serious to go ahead. Hit this month of July transfer business. If there's any, I'll show you guys. We just actually had one for Cooper, our goalkeeper, but I'm not looking to sell him. He is our starting goalkeeper, and to be honest with you, it's from Paris FC. Not really a better option. However, did not mean to do that. So let's get out of this. However, I will be showing you this entire first month, and then we're going to get into this Burton game that I will be playing with the next-gen console. So let's go ahead and quick sim this first match up against... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, to be honest with you guys. It is a 2-0 loss. Newblade gets a goal late, so that's a cracking way how we should start. I am so glad about that. Ooh, I got a loan offering real quick from Kamara, and who loan to buy, so we're definitely not going to do that. I will send him away, though, for a 1-year long loan. As I said, Michael Cooper had himself a transfer offer, not looking to sell him at all. That's why I didn't really show you guys at all. All right, and let's go ahead and get into the second game here. They're 2-1, awesome. I don't know what that formation was, but I'm glad we were able to somehow get 2 goals by them. So that's great. And then we're going to go ahead, looks like, let's see, international Edwards transfer offer. Our 29-year-old right back from Turkey. We're going to go ahead and reject that as well, yeah. Yeah, Turkey's one of those leagues that, I mean, if you're starting with Plymouth, I just don't see it. Oh, we had a training day in between. Let me go ahead and just do this training day as well. Real quick, all I do is I just do these 3 big ones. Don't really care who gets the training at all. It's just they're easy to do. You focus on 3. I actually picked that up from another YouTuber that I follow. And it actually makes sense when you really think about it, just focusing on 3 training. It does 5 people, that's 15 people throughout each training. And whenever you do it, boom, look. +6, +6, +5. The merry-go-round, as you can tell, I didn't do so hot in. So I'm actually just going to keep going. Let's see. Looks like they have agreed to a 1-year loan. Hopefully Kamara can be out and away on his loan spell and could get a little bit better. And Khalil has a loan offer, loan to buy from Stevenage. I will not do that, but I will send him away on a 2-year loan though. The team with Burger King on their jersey. All right, so us versus Rangers FC. Let's see if we can get the dub, and it's a 1-0 dub. That's what I'm talking about. Should get us into the next round of the preseason tournament. The boys are exhausted. Did not know that. And we have an offer for our 35-year-old center back. I'll go ahead and accept it. Again, a guy that's really not going to play 35, you know he is going to decline like crazy. Cameron has been loaned out, perfect. Stevenage has accepted, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Looks like early on in this career mode, we are getting exactly what we wanted to get. The boys are exhausted, so I'm actually going to go in here to team management and go ahead and try to replace them as much as possible. We'll see real quick. See, Law can come in, Wooten. We'll have Khalil come in, and then Moore can come in. I thought Moore can play. No, he can play striker, but that's fine. If he can play striker, he can play center midfielder. And that's the starting 11 we're rocking with. Awesome. And it is a... Oh, I hit the wrong sim.
And the match is underway.
Awesome. Let me actually pause it, and we're just going to go to the result. 2-0 loss. Could have been 3, it looks like. 65 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. We did have the ball for 70%. That's awesome. Again, another... it was the European International Cup, a trophy I'm not really worried about at all. Looks like we have a loan offer for Lolos from Atkinson Stanley. We'll send him away. We'll send him away for a... let's do 2 years, yeah. We'll do a 2-year loan. I'm fine with these guys going away for 2 years. I don't think I'm going to be able to bring in that many or that many youth players. Another 575,000 into the club, which is nice. And let's go ahead and see if I can bring in a 3-star. There it is. Boom. Jasper Horn, our young 3-star. He will be staying with us for the entire time. So this is where it's going to get interesting, guys. So Jasper Horn's a 3-star. I have 2 objectives for this career mode in season 1. The first objective makes sense. I want to find players to replace these loan players. So Forna, Opoku, Watts, Hardy, where's the other one? Abraham, all guys that I have right now loaned in. I want to find replacements for them. As you can tell at that center back role, if we didn't have them, we would be hurting. So I'm kind of glad they're here, but I want to find replacements for them. So that's objective 1. Objective 2 for me is to find 5. That's right, you heard it. 5 brand new defenders for this club. 5 young youth academy defenders that I could pluck into season 2 and let them grow over time. So because of that, I'm actually sending... Wrong button, sorry. I'm actually sending Jasper Horn to England for 9 months, and we are looking for a physically strong player. Yes, it might bring in some attacking players, but for the most part, it should bring in guys that can play on that defensive side. That's where I'm sending him to. So Ruben Knowles, Jasper Horn, those are our 2 young youth academy players to begin with. And again, at least it's with 240 mil in the transfer budget. Guys, if you happen to stumble upon this video, please like and subscribe. Please leave in the comment section down below who I should go after. I know everyone's not going to be happy about this transfer list I have right now, especially when I bring in Bryce Duke, which I probably will bring in episode 2 of the Plymouth Argyle Careermode. But please leave a leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be able to bring in someone that you guys think would be a good fit for this team. Also, real quick, in the description down below, I'm going to have a mini rules so you can actually read over and see what kind of other restrictions I have. I don't want to go into this mad talk of, Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I would rather you guys read it to see what's going on. Looks like Jarvis Cleo from Stevenage is not happening, and George Sawyer has been sold. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing some training. If anything does happen, I'll let you guys know. But the next time you'll probably see me is this Burton game, which also has a youth scout report and a little gameplay. So I'll see you guys then. All right, everyone. As we start August, we start our first league game against Burton. However, we have a couple of things to take care of. There have been players that have been sold and loaned out. I'm actually going to get into that in a minute. Let's see how these three young youth academy players are, if they've grown. So Shane Clark, 72 to 92, potential very nice. You know what? Honestly, I might just call this guy the kid. Al Farron, center mid, looks like he's grew his potential a little bit, 73 to 93, which is nice. And then Thomas Cleary, I can't tell if he went down or up, but very nice so far. Let's see what Knowles has brought us in our youth, and it's wow. Wow. Douglas K, 52 to 70 overall, 69 to 93, 625,000 value. I'm going to go ahead and sign him up. Let's go look at him real quick. Douglas Clay is a center forward who can play as a cam. Very nice. Wow. 3 stars, 3-star, 58 overall. Can he play any other positions real quick? Right mid would be about 4 weeks. 51 weeks for a center midfielder. Can really play cam. Striker, no. So he's looking more of a cam slash center forward, which is not going to help. 51 weeks, that's a lot. I think, again, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade his passing. His pace is fine, but let's go ahead and get his passing growing. Or should I do... Yeah, let's work on passing. We'll work on his weak foot. Douglas K, a new guy into the team, 58 overall. I'll figure out what to do with him. If I have to move a striker back a little bit for him to play or what. But very nice. Our highest rated Youth Academy player so far. Very, very nice. And let's just go ahead and show you what has happened so far between us. So, Moore, if you remember him, our 31-year-old right back, is off to Gresser Fürth. I think that's a German club. Sawyer, you already saw that he's out. Pamara has been loaned out. Lolos has accepted a loan to Accrington. And then Rudy, our backup goalkeeper, has accepted a loan to Oxford. And one thing that I always like to do, I don't know if you guys like to do this too, but I sometimes like to go in and see our loan players in their different outfits. So Kamara right now out on loan. Lolos is out on loan to Arrington, and then Rudy is out on loan to Oxford, which I'm pretty sure is in League One, so that should be fun. However, here we are. Let's go ahead and attend our first press conference as Plymouth Argyle's new manager. There he is, all bald and everything, looking amazing. We'll just. I'm happy with what we got so far. Let's go ahead. Of course, improvements don't happen overnight. No, we want to be safe first off. Sure. That sounds good. And then Wooten. Every player has to earn their place. I don't know how Wooten did in the preseason. I probably should check. But let's go ahead and get into this Plymouth versus Burton. Let's do this. And here we are, match day 1 at our home stadium.
The weather forecasters promised us a very
home park.
day
I'm pretty sure I put that in right. Hopefully I did. Hopefully it's not Park Home. Home park. Here we are. Day number 1 of League 1. Let's see how this team operates. There's our fans. Derek Ray and Lee Nixon are in my ear right now. Our striker partnership, hopefully to tear up League 1. I'm very excited about this season so far, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if there's anything that you have like. Currently in real life, Plymouth Argyle is about 14th in the league. I wouldn't mind finishing 14th, I'm going to be completely honest with you, especially with my plan to have an all-new, brand new 5 defensive line. That way they can grow a little bit more in League 1 next season, and then by the time they hit the championship and the Premier League, they are on top of things. Haven't really changed anything when it comes to the starting 11. The same starting 11 as was going on in the preseason. all did very well. Hopefully the team can keep going. A 5-3-2.
Narrow midfield players supply the support for the two forwards up front.
Let's go ahead and hop into this as we start match day 1 here at Plymouth Argyle.
Teammates to play it to.
Let's go. And wow, what a goal. They go up 1-0. I knew that was coming. Oh, I knew that was coming. They have been on our tails this entire game. 29 minutes in, and I'm pretty sure they've had at least 10 shots. Wow, Aikens brings it in. Cooper's not able to keep it out. 1-0 Burton. Meyer gets it. Meyer gives it. And wow, what a foul. Will that be a red card? Let's see. Ref slowly walking in, telling him, hey, don't do that anymore. Really not listening, so that's awesome, ref. Thanks. We know who you have on your... Jebcock comes in. Jebcock gives it out to Newblade. Newblade, can he go out? Newblade coming in. Newblade, and he scores. It's 1-1 Plymouth Argyle. Drawing it up. Wow. That's what I'm talking about right there. Striker 1-2 partnership. Passes over defender. Looks like it's 1-1 heading into halftime.
It's a lovely time.
Wow. And can we mimic our first goal? Jebcock brings it down. Jebcock running. Jebcock, can he? And wow! He hits it into the back of the net. It's 2-1. Plymouth Argyle up. Mimics the first goal we had. Striker to striker in the first goal, and guess what? Striker to striker in the second goal. Basically mimicked each other right around the same area. Wow. And here we are. Oh, can Burton score? And they score. 2-2, 78 minutes. Looks like we're gonna have to get something going. It's a and wow.
Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance, and there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner. Well,
are
the replay.
You
It's
serious?
a great ball into the danger area, and the finish.
What
I can't tell you
a
how
cross!
hard that technique is. It's an absolute
Lucas
cracker.
Aiken gets a nut. I think that's a second goal. 85 minutes into the game. Wow, that might be the end of this game. 3-2 shocking finale. Or sorry, shocking finish, I should say.
Just got to find a way to grab the points.
Wow.
They failed today, fell a bit short.
Wow, what a game. I said I wanted this to be tough, but man, I thought we had that one. Lewis Aikens, 4 attempts, 2 goals. Oh, that one is going to sting for a while. Alright everyone, wow, what a game. 3-2 against Bolton. Let's actually take a quick look on the month of August. A lot of games, 2, 4, 6 games coming up. I'm probably going to play 3 of these games, sim the other 3. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this first Papa John's Cup, if I'm going to actually play it or not. It would be nice to win silverware for this team. Maybe in the first round I sim it and focus a little bit more on league play. Definitely will be playing that Blackpool game. That's for sure. Bristol Rovers I might be playing, and then we'll see what happens after that. However, guys, that's it for episode 1 of the Plymouth Argyle career mode. Please, if there's anything in this episode you like, please like and subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys in episode 2. Deuces.